Number 1. IVE's Iso, Ray, and Gaul. Though IVE has just debuted less than a year, they are already a prominent name among hundreds of Gen 4 groups. Not only because they have 2 extremely popular former members of IZ*ONE, but also because of the outstanding talents and visuals of all 6 girls. However, many people believe that not all members are treated equally, but there is an obvious unfairness. In particular, some pointed out that Iso, Ray, and Gaul are the members whose positions and roles are often overlooked in the group as they are not properly taken care of compared to the other 3 members. Compelling evidence of the disdain of the 3 girls is the division of bedrooms in their apartment, revealed by MBC's omniscient point of interference program. The girls were seen living in a luxury apartment with a spacious living room and breathtaking views. The thing is, while Wonyoung, Eugene, and Liz all have their private rooms with all kinds of amenities, Iso, Ray, and Gaul share a room with 3 beds separated by some screens, and without individual wardrobes. Many netizens believe that this room is kind of suffocating and cramped for 3 people. Iso, Ray, and Gaul seem to have no personal space of their own, and the screens seem to make things worse. Meanwhile, Wonyoung, Eugene, and Liz all live comfortably in their spacious and tidy bedroom with large windows. This made a lot of people angrily question why there is such injustice in the group and say that they found this really ridiculous. However, to clear unnecessary doubts, Wonyoung and Eugene have shared that the members were not divided into rooms, but chose their own. Iso, Ray, and Gaul just like to live together, so they picked the largest room. Even the manager had to say that he had no right to decide which room belonged to whom. Unfortunately, many netizens just don't buy that and believe that each member should have a private room, and Starship could have reconstructed the apartment to make more private rooms for each member, or could have offered IVE another one that has enough rooms for all 6 girls, but they didn't. Besides, a netizen doubted that if Iso, Ray, and Gaul really wanted to gather together in one room, why they even made a cubicle for each bed, and the fact that Wonyoung, Eugene, and Liz all have private rooms means they don't like being together? Thus, many claim that there is indeed discrimination among IVE's members based on each member's popularity, and said that some fans just please stop making excuses for this. Number 2. Kep1er's Hyuning Bahye. On January 21, Kep1er hosted a music art fan sign, which was an event where fans could exchange and sign autographs. This should be a joyful and memorable event hadn't Bahye been in such terrible circumstances at this very fan sign. Specifically, in a recorded video, Kep1er members were all seen given gifts and happily posing with them for photos, except for Bahye. The poor girl's table was completely empty without a single gift, and Bahye herself appeared to be embarrassed, awkward, and even miserable, as if she were going to cry. However, she still tried to act normal and joke with other members. Witnessing that, netizens expressed pity for Bahye and criticized the attitude of some Korean fans. In this way, they demanded equal treatment for all 9 members. Furthermore, some netizens pointed out that the other Kep1er members have poor collaboration and low affection, because when they saw Bahye sitting alone and bewildered, they had no attempt to cheer her up and just focused on posing with the gifts, while they should have comforted Bahye by sharing her some gifts. Even the manager also decided to turn a blind eye to that issue and stayed idle. The incident got worse when Bahye auntie saw this as an opportunity to mock and insult her, saying that she was not well known in Korea and that she should have realized this truth long ago, because no followers, no gifts. In the attempt to make their idol not feel lonely and lost, Bahye's fans started to leave positive comments to encourage her on social networks, saying that they would send her all the prettiest gifts she deserves and would donate to her in every project. International fans were also determined to do whatever it takes to win the next fan sign tickets and hand Bahye gifts. Number 3. Sserafim's Kim Garam. Due to the promotion of their first album, Fearless, Sserafim frequently appear on stage and at outdoor fan signs to increase popularity. However, while Sakura, Shaewon, Yoonjin, Kazuha, and Yoonchae often receive compliments and are supported by fans, Garam gets nothing but brutal silence. The neglect of the public to Garam is shown in various ways. For instance, in a fan-recorded video where Sserafim got out of the car and moved inside the filming location, while the other members were all greeted and interacted by fans, all Garam got was just eerie silence, because as soon as she got out of the car, the atmosphere suddenly became awkward and intense because no one even said a word. It wasn't until Garam was about to enter the building that people heard a male fan greet her. Another video where the group did agyeon for fans also emphasized the discrimination that Korean fans have towards Garam. While Kazuha and Yoonjin earned applause and nice responses, as you can hear very loud cheers, Garam's performance was met with indifference and complete silence. Furthermore, the Sserafim followers have reported that almost all of the postings and videos about Garam on social media receive continual hateful comments from Korean netizens, as well as a few international fan bases. Many people have urged Source Music to clear this case quickly because if they let the situation drag on, it can cause severe damage to her psycho status. Besides the people boycotting Garam, there are still some people who feel pity and sympathy for her as well as condemn the people who, according to them, have disrespectful attitudes and actions towards such a young girl while her controversy has not been cleared up yet. Number 4. BTS's J-Hope. The fact that BTS is the most popular boy group doesn't mean that the members are all treated the same, and many fans believe that J-Hope is the member who gets left out the most often, despite being the main dancer of the group along with Jimin, and that means J-Hope deserves to be in the center position more often. The last time he had a quality center was in Mic Drop 5 years ago. The discrimination even worsens when it comes to taking photos and videos for advertising and publications. J-Hope was rarely seen in the center and sometimes even disappeared from the lineup. For instance, in 2018, Dispatch released a special BTS magazine called Dispatch Daikon. This good news suddenly became a source of anger among J-Hope's fans because the number of J-Hope's personal photos was much less than the other members, and he didn't even have any pages of his own. Although this was considered the carelessness of the design team, J-Hope's fans did not think so and believed that Dispatch was being discriminated against him. Another time, J-Hope was completely missing from the Japan Online Showcase VCR intro, while the others still appeared in the video. Besides, he also is the one who most frequently receives the fewest lines, yet line allocation is a contentious subject. According to KBizZoom, J-Hope's lines only accounted for 4 minutes and 44 seconds of the whole BTS's US concert, which lasted for 3 hours with 24 songs in total in 2021. As if it wasn't enough, during BTS's performance at Lotte Duty Free Family Concert 2019, an OT6 fan held up a poster in which J-Hope's face was removed. While walking around the stage to interact with fans, J-Hope seemed to have noticed this poster and reacted immediately. He still had a smile on his face but used his hand to make a heart shape and then broke it. J-Hope's reaction was praised as very smart and delicate, but we all know that he must have been hurt a lot, as that was not the only time he got estranged from some so-called armies. The male idol once sadly admitted that when he visited the official BTS fan cafe, he saw many messages sent to BTS members, but none were for him. He recalled with an awkward expression and then almost burst into tears but still tried to put on a smile and said, "It's okay." Despite always being discriminated against in one way or another, J-Hope has always remained optimistic and is determined not to let those negative things affect his positive attitude towards life. So do you think these idols are the most rejected in their group or not? Or are people just sweating the small stuff? Comment down below to share your thoughts with us. Also, remember to like, share, and subscribe to BeBoss TV for more interesting K-pop content. Thank you for watching!